Hello and good morning, Web Spiders. We have a lot of special guests here today. I have three members from Mrs. Ray's third grade class. I have Preston, Dean, and Bryson here. We also have Marie over at the end, and she has a special announcement for later. And a little bit later, Mrs. Clendenny will be joining us for a special College Go Week announcement. So we are going to kick off our announcements by saying the Pledge of Allegiance. So if you'll stand with me, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now for a moment of silence, please. Thank you. You may be seated. Next up, we have our Web School Creed, and I have been seeing a lot of students out in the school and actually out in public. I see some students walking around, and I see them really taking these words and putting them into action. So as we say these words, let's think about how we can put them into action, and let's say our Web School Creed together, guys. I am a member of the Web family. I take pride in myself and my school. I promise to do these things every day. I will only say positive things about myself and others. I will respect and trust others. I will insist on giving my personal best. I will discuss and listen actively. I will respect and give truth and honesty. I am glad to do my part to make Web School a place where everybody is somebody special. Very good. All right, so first up, we have Marie with a special announcement.
Okay guys, so this is Marie. We have a special event coming up tomorrow morning. It is called See You at the Pole. This event started in 1990 when 10 students gathered around the flagpole at school and they prayed for the school to be safe and they prayed for their family, friends, and teachers. Now every year millions of kids around the world will gather around the flagpole and pray. On the fourth Wednesday in September, will you please meet at the flagpole at Web tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. We will pray together, sing some songs, and read scriptures. Hope to see you all there. Everyone is welcome, students and staff. It's going to be awesome.
All right, very good. Thanks, Marie. All right, next up we have Bryson with some birthday announcements.
Julianne Ott.
Very good. So Julianne Ott, happy birthday today. You can head on down to the office and we have your backpack charm down here. Next up, we have Mrs. Clendenny with a special College Go Week announcement.
Good morning, Spiders. I will try to make this quick. This is College Go Week. And we have a lot going on in the web this week, don't we? We've got walkathon things going on and a lot of other things. And so we're not going to do Spirit Days for College Go Week this week. So don't worry about that part. We already know that Wednesday is Hat Day for walkathon,
Yeah.
and Thursday's Pajama Day, and Friday we'll have our walkathon. So anyway, so this is College Go Week. So today we're thinking about colleges, because did you guys know that if you did not graduate from high school, if you just didn't bother to go and you didn't graduate, and you got a job, you would probably maybe make a little bit of money. I'm going to scooch up so they can see. So you'd probably make, some money at your job. But if you graduate from high school, you would make a little more money, because the more you learn, the more you earn, okay? So you'd make a little more money. But if you decided that you would keep learning and you would maybe go to like a trade school or a college, you could earn even more money. Do you see how this is getting bigger? Doop-de-doop. And then, Mr. Zocas. Okay, so there's our first one. Here's our second one. Here's our third one. But if you go to college and then maybe keep going to another college after that and keep learning in any way you can, guess what? Wow! Look at the size of this. You're going to earn a lot more. Did you know that people who go to college earn an average of $1 million more than other people over the course of their lifetime? $1 million. So the more you learn, the more you earn. So that's something important to remember, gang. So we're talking about that this week. All the different ways that you can keep learning after high school. And one way is definitely college. So all around the web, you're going to see things that look like this. These are different. These represent different colleges. These are different mascots. So do you guys know what this one is? Anybody know what that school is?
IU.
Very good. I was just there this weekend. My son is at IU. Go Hoosiers. And these are the Sycamores. Anybody know who the Sycamores are? Do you know
What else
Mr.
was
Zuck?
on here?
Mr. Zuck knows.
Indiana State.
Indiana State. So you'll see him too. There are 12 of these hidden all over our building. Some are up high, some are down
Where's
low.
the one that looks like a helmet?
Oh, we'll talk about that later. So if you spot any of these, don't shout it out. Don't go, there it is, because then everybody will know. Whisper it to your teacher, like, oh, I saw this one. This one, you might see this one. Well, I'm not going to give you hints yet. So if you see these around the school, tell your teacher, she'll write it down. And by the end of the week, if you find all of them, you could win a prize. And we also have some trivia questions. And I think, Mr. Zook, you have today's trivia question,
Yes.
right?
And so when you start documenting those, where you find those mascots, on the back of that, there is actually a spot for our trivia question too. So when you hear the trivia question on the announcements, talk about it as a class, and then write down what you think your answer is for each day. So our first trivia question for this week: established in 1801, what was the first college in Indiana? So established in 1801, that's a long time ago.
I know what it is.
The first college in Indiana. So talk about it as a class and tell your teacher what you think the answer is. All right,
Have a great College Go week.
perfect. Thank you, Ms. Glendinning. All right, so our final announcement that we have is our character trait, and Dean is going to remind us what that character trait is.
Citizenship. How well we do at being a member of a community. Community. A group of people living or working together in the same area.
Yep, very good. So citizenship is our character trait we've been talking about all month. And so we have a quote that we're going to talk about today, and it's from Helen Keller. And Helen Keller said, "Alone, we can do so little. Together, we can do so much." So thinking about our web community, Preston, what do you think is something that this quote looks like here in our building?
Like, people like care about kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if only one person in the building cares, do you feel like that's going to make a big difference? It's going to make a little bit of a difference, but not a big difference. But if everyone joins together in a movement of caring for each other, then that's going to make a big impact, isn't it? Yeah. And Bryson, what do you think? What's another example? What maybe something that's going on this week that we just wrapped up with fundraising? What was that big event that we're getting ready to do on Friday?
The walk.
The walkathon, yes. How do you think that the walkathon would fit into this quote, that alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much?
Because if only like one person donates $75,
Which was our top prize, right?
Yes.
$75. So if one person donated that $75, that's great, right?
yes. But if everybody donated at least $10, that would be probably over $3,000.
Yeah, we have almost 300 kids in our building, right? So if everyone would donate $10 instead of one person donating $75, then that would be over $3,000 for our walkathon. Isn't that crazy? For everyone only donating $10. And so that's a really good example that alone we can do some good things, but really together, if we all join together, we can do so many great things in our building. Very good. So that's what we want to strive for each and every day, and that is part of what we always talk about with being awesome. And so I want to look and see what we are doing today to join in together and showing that teamwork and going out and making the decision to do something really awesome today. Have a great day, Web Spiders.